special mentions. Shri Subash Chandra Bose Pilli, demand for promoting research into changing rainfall patterns.
Thank you, sir. Climate change is now causing disruptive alterations in India's rainfall patterns. Regions that once experienced nominal rainfall are now facing unusual downpours, while traditionally wet states are witnessing by dry spells, as confirmed by the Indian Meteorological Department after analyzing decades of rainfall data. Monsoon characters have been specifically affected, leading to change of rainfall patterns, intensity and frequency. These shifts are closely tied to rising the temperatures. Consequently, extreme weather events such as floods are on the rise due to climate change's impact on the monsoon season. These effects will continue to intensify with further temperature increases. Persistent heavy rainfall spells result in floods, directly affecting agriculture and infrastructure, leading to human migration to loss of life. From deficit rainfall affecting agriculture in Andhra Pradesh and unprecedented floods to other states, India has already experiencing the consequences of changing the rainfall patterns. Therefore, I request the government to initiate the research to better understand and predict these patterns, allowing for the development of improved mitigations and early warning systems for such seasons. This information will enable us to reduce our vulnerability to climate change and undertake mitigation measures to lower the risk of extreme weather events. Thank you, sir.
Dr. Fozia Khan, concern over growing risk of antimicrobial resistance in India.
Thank you, sir. Antimicrobial resistance presents a serious global health challenge with 2,97,000 deaths directly attributed to it in India and an additional 10,42,500 deaths associated with it in the year 2019. The growing resistance to newer and more sophisticated drugs further complicates the issue, sir. Various factors contribute to the rise in AMR in India, like the injudicious use of antimicrobial drugs, over-the-counter availability of drugs attributed to poverty, misinformation and unawareness, climate change, the growth of the pharmaceutical industry and environmental pollution through the improper disposal of pharmaceutical waste, factors like antibiotic use in livestock. The food industry has witnessed a 577% increase in poultry consumption in 3 decades, which has led to extensive non-therapeutic antimicrobial use to meet market needs. The consumption of animal products rich in resistant microbial strains by humans further contributes to AMR. There is an urgent need to address the issue through proper measures by the government. For instance, increasing R&D investment for AMR, that is presently at 0.01% of the total GDP expenditure on health research. WHO reports a decrease in antibiotic consumption with 47.1% involving unapproved drugs, necessitating a regulatory body for streamlining initiatives with a country as diversely populated as India. Thank you, sir.
Shri Naresh Bansal, demand to connect Dehradun, Ramnagar, Saharanpur, Deranagar, Chakrata, Uttarkashi and Dehradun, Saharanpur to broad gauge line.
धन्यवाद सभापति जी। महोदय, यह दुख का विषय है कि आज़ादी के इतने साल बाद भी पहाड़, रेल, 4 लेन व ऑल वेदर रोड से वंचित रही। आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने इस दर्द को समझा व उसकी मंजूरी देने के साथ ही लक्ष्यबद्ध कार्यक्रम के तहत इसका कार्य भी शुरू हो गया। जो निश्चित रूप से रिकॉर्ड समय में पूरा भी होगा। प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में बाबा केदारनाथ तथा भगवान बद्री विशाल जी के धाम का जो विकास कार्य हो रहा है, उसके लिए वे साधुवाद के पात्र हैं। हर क्षेत्र में पहले से बहुत ज़्यादा विकास कार्य हो रहा है। उसके लिए मैं उत्तराखंड की समस्त देवतुल्य जनता की ओर से अपने प्रधान सेवक को कोटि कोटि आभार व्यक्त करता हूँ। चक्रौता, उत्तरकाशी आदि भी रेल लाइन से वंचित हैं। देहरादून से रामनगर रेल लाइन नहीं है। हरिद्वार देहरादून के बीच कई प्रमुख रेलों का संचालन नहीं है और ऋषिकेश कर्णप्रयाग रेल लाइन को देहरादून रेलवे स्टेशन से भी जोड़ा जाना बाकी है। सहारनपुर देहरादून के बीच सीधा रेल संपर्क नहीं है, जिससे हरिद्वार की ओर से आना पड़ता है और इसमें समय बहुत अधिक लगता है तथा माल भाड़ा भी बहुत अधिक हो जाता है। साथ ही चक्राता, मसूरी, उत्तरकाशी जो उत्तराखंड के मुख्य धार्मिक और पर्यटन स्थल हैं, वह सुरक्षा एवं सामरिक दृष्टि से महत्वपूर्ण है, लेकिन वहाँ के लिए भी रेल सुविधा नहीं है, जो चिंता का विषय है। महोदय, मैं सरकार से निवेदन करना चाहता हूँ कि देहरादून से रामनगर, देहरादून सहारनपुर रेल लाइन, देहरादून हरिद्वार के मध्य बड़ी रेल लाइन, सहारनपुर देहरादून, चक्राता, मसूरी, उत्तरकाशी रेल लाइन की आवश्यकता है। इस पर ध्यान दिया जाए। धन्यवाद।
श्री निरंजन बीसी, डिमांड फॉर adequate budgetary allocation for ensuring safety of mining workers. Not present. Shri Anil Prasad Hegde.
Thank you, Chairman, sir.
Concern over impact of free trade agreements.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. I would like to raise an important issue related to free trade agreements, FTAs. In 2022, India signed an FTA with UAE and Australia and is currently negotiating FTAs with UK, European Union, Canada, GCC, New Zealand and Israel. All these proposed trade deals are expected to include policy areas that new age FTAs normally cover, like goods, services, rules of origin, labor, SMEs, non-tariff measures, and regulatory frameworks. These FTAs may also include issues like e-commerce, IPRs, investment and ISDS, innovation, government procurement, trade facilitation, etc. Past experience shows negative consequences that India faced with FTAs with Japan, Korea, and ASEAN. Our trade deficit increased after FTAs. Industry federations and farm unions are cautioning the government and seeking review of existing FTAs. This should be taken up. FTA negotiations needs to be transparent, hence government must in fact share negotiating texts of each FTA under negotiation with the parliamentarians, state governments and citizen groups. FTA subjects like agriculture fall under state governments. Therefore, all state governments must be consulted beforehand and their concerns must be addressed. While the government was wise with regard to not signing Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership RCEP, it is unclear why this same logic is not being applied to FTAs. It is important not to sacrifice the interest of primary sectors like agriculture and dairy. I therefore urge the government for ex-ante impact assessment study of each FTA under negotiation to see how trade deal benefits various sectors. Thank you, sir.
Shri M. Mohammad Abdullah request to allow the hyper or hypopigmented vitiligo persons to join Indian Army. Not present. Shri Dhananjay Bhim Rao Mahadik demand to rename Kolhapur Airport as Chhatrapati Rajaram Maharaj Airport.
धन्यवाद सभापति जी। छत्रपति छत्रपति राजाराम महाराज जी ने स्वतंत्र पूर्व काल में विभिन्न बुनियादी ढांचा परियोजनाओं के बीच कोल्हापुर हवाई अड्डे की शुरुआत की, जो उनकी दूरदर्शिता को प्रदर्शित करता है। इसलिए कोल्हापुर हवाई अड्डे का नाम उनके नाम पर रखना हमारे लिए गर्व का क्षण है। ये उल्लेख करना उचित होगा कि महाराष्ट्र राज्य विधानसभा ने एक प्रस्ताव पारित किया था और केंद्र सरकार को कोल्हापुर हवाई अड्डे का नाम बदलकर छत्रपति राजाराम महाराज हवाई अड्डा करने की सिफारिश की थी। सभापति जी, कोल्हापुर एयरपोर्ट के नए टर्मिनल बिल्डिंग का काम पूरा हो चुका है। प्रधानमंत्री जी के कर कमलों से उसका उद्घाटन होने जा रहा है। अतः मैं सरकार से अनुरोध करता हूं कि कृपया उद्घाटन कार्यक्रम से पहले कोल्हापुर हवाई अड्डे का नाम बदलकर छत्रपति राजाराम महाराज हवाई अड्डा करने के लिए आवश्यक कार्रवाई करें। धन्यवाद।
Dr. V Shivadasan, concern over problems faced by gig workers in the country.
Respected Chair, here I am presenting the concern or problems faced by gig workers in the country. Gig workers consist of a vast array of jobs including agency and temporary work, short-term contracts and app-based roles. There were 7.7 million gig workers in India in 2020-21, projected to rise 23.5 million by 2029-30. According to official data, the gig workers are victims of privatization and contractualization and are overworked and underpaid. Most of them have no job security or protection of labor laws. Much of the gig workers take place outside the office, and this informality and unpredictability often leave the workers quite vulnerable. The platforms which employ these workers argue that they are not employers but aggregators of customs requests. The workers are called partners, but when it comes to deciding the nature of work, the partner has no say. The workers are rendered helpless as the employer is an invisible force, and the digital divide in India further facilitates this exploitation. There are reports that the gig workers have to face sexual harassment, abuse, and hostile working conditions. They suffer from a declining income, increasing expenses, and lack of welfare schemes and social security. They have no pensions, health insurance, paid sick leave, or paid holidays, and are endurable helpless with no legal support. It has been reported that the food delivery workers are victims of air pollution and suffer from serious health problems. The government should take urgent and proactive steps to bring legislation ensuring job security, specifying the responsibilities that the companies have towards workers. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Shri GVL Narasimha Rao need to expedite establishment of South Coast Railway Zone in Visakhapatnam.
Sir, my special mention is about the need to expedite establishment of South Coast Railway Zone in Visakhapatnam. Sir, establishment of Visakhapatnam Railway Zone had been a major demand and emotional issue for the people of Visakhapatnam and Uttarandhra region for many decades. Sir, people of Uttarandhra region rejoiced when the Union government, when the Union Cabinet on February 28, 2019 cleared the proposal for the establishment of South Coast Railway Zone with headquarters in Visakhapatnam. Sir, setting up of new railway zone will bring optimality with regard to the size and scale of railway operations, and also to meet the persistent demand and aspirations of the people of the area. Government of India's press statement then read. Last month, the Railway Board has sanctioned detailed estimates construction of the new South Coast Railway Zone headquarters in Visakhapatnam with a budget of 106 crore rupees. Railway Board has also issued orders assigning the construction work of the new Visakhapatnam Railway Zone headquarters to East Coast Zone officials after getting designs sanctioned. However, delay of handing over of 52 acres of land by the state government for the construction of the headquarters of the proposed Visakhapatnam Railway Zone headquarters in Mudisarlova area of Visakhapatnam, in lieu of the railway land taken by the state government as a compensatory measure, has inordinately delayed operationalization of the Visakhapatnam Railway Zone. Sir, I appeal to the Ministry of Railways to immediately get pending land issues sorted out and begin construction of the headquarters of the South Coast Railway Zone in the next 2 months and operationalize the South Coast Railway Zone with headquarters in Visakhapatnam at the earliest. Thank you, sir. I'm lucky to have the attention of the Honorable Minister in the House. I look forward to some positive action in this regard, sir. Thank you.
Dr. John Brazier, concern over fiscal stability of states.
Sir, I didn't get the script, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So I have not been given the script.
All right.
Yeah. If you can give me, I will speak, or I can speak as chamber, sir.
No. That may be too dangerous. It may be far more serious than the issue you seek to address. We need stability here.
Sir, I will be speaking about the fiscal stability of Kerala, sir.
You see, I make a very fervent appeal to everyone that members of the upper house have to show a conduct which is gladly emulated by others. It was in that perspective I made an appeal that everyone should go through the report of the Committee of Privileges with respect to Sri Raghav Chandra. I had the occasion to see the young man. There should have been remorse. There should have been reflection. It was a day on which he was held guilty on both the counts by a very detailed report. The suspension had not come to an end. The sentence was limited to this day. So here was a case where a member of this house suffered being held guilty and punished. I would urge everyone to live up to the high expectations. Today has been a good day.
Sir, I am the most obedient member, sir. You know it, sir. Sir,
if I were to refer this to a parliamentary committee, then perhaps you will know more about it.
Sir, I know that I uphold. Sir, the topic which I have given to you, the notice is with regard to the fiscal stability of Kerala, since it hasn't been given to me by the Secretariat.
No, nothing will go on record.
Sir?
Because a special mention has to be as per text approved. Avail your opportunity next time. I'll be little more indulgent. I'll be little more indulgent.
Sir, I'm waiting for the test, sir.
Okay. And honorable members, ethics is so vital for performance of duties of a parliamentarian. Take your seat.
Yes, sir.
It was in 90s that for the first time Rajya Sabha had the benefit of an ethics committee. And the first ethics committee was headed by a man of great experience, Sri S.B. Chauhan. He rendered that report, and in that report presented to this House on December 8, 1999, a code of conduct was laid down for us. I'll make reference only to two elements. Members must not do anything that brings disrepute to the Parliament and affects their credibility. Members are expected to maintain high standards of morality, dignity, decency, and values in public life. I strongly commend the first report of the Ethics Committee, which is very thorough and detailed, imparted by a committee headed by a very experienced man who had been Chief Minister of a state, who had held high cabinet positions, Sri S.B. Chauhan. The House stands adjourned to meet at 11 a.m. on Tuesday, the 5th December 2023.